today is the day. It's all back together. I moved it from over behind the shop because there's music over there, so we're gonna stay over here now. This thing here, all nice and solid over here now. I don't think anything's gonna leak into there. Doesn't really flex all that much anymore. Same with this side, it's nice and sturdy. Okay, that's all figured out. The one in the back here, this seam here is all nice and filled in and ready to go there. Got our nice patch on the back here too. The whole thing kind of seems flimsy, but yeah, it's a little pontoon looking thing. So got our plugs in, put those in, those are nice and tight. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip it over, dump her in the water, and try to go for another ride. And hopefully I'll try to sit out there for a couple minutes and pull it back out and see how much water gets in. If it all goes right, no water should get in at all. So that'll be really good. But let's go ahead and try to do this, guys.
That deep.
Teddy over here thinks we're gonna drown if we sink in this thing. We're standing in it now. Oh, my friend India, she's been on the channel before. We're gonna try to just float around. I'm gonna set a timer for like 15 minutes and see what happens after 15 minutes. I'll come back around. So I lost my old oar, but this thing works way better. I took this from Chris's shop to wash my truck a while ago, and this thing works way better to move around. So I can actually like steer with this thing because it's got a wide end there instead of it just being like a pole. So like I said, we're just gonna kind of float around. Maybe we'll try to go through the bush again over there. Maybe we'll try to see if Mason wants to come out on this thing too. But Jack's doing some tuning, and I'm gonna set the timer, guys, to see what happens. If we're good after this, then we'll just go for a ride up in the big lake. I'll throw it in the back of the truck and we'll go to the big lake in the front and just go from there. See if we can float out there. That'll be really fun. After that, guys, I think we're gonna need some fishing poles. We're gonna need to start taking this thing out a couple of adventures. Gotta get Heath out here. It's been 15 minutes now, and we are still afloat. I think that's a good sign. I think we're gonna make our way back to the shore. I'm gonna pull it out really quick, and I'm going to check to see how much water's in this thing, if there is any. Then if there's none, I think I'm just gonna bring it up to the front, and I'm gonna put it in the big pond in the front and just kind of chill out there for a little while and just have some fun. This happened though, so that's not great. I was kind of dancing on the back here and kind of pushed a little too hard, and I put a hole in it. That can be fixed. We could just push it back up, put the epoxy underneath it like we did for all the rest of it, and it'll just seal it back up. I was also thinking of just cutting the big hole in there and then kind of just using it as like a fishing hole. Just kind of leave it open, because I mean, there's nothing under here anyways. This thing's just kind of open right there. Just kind of do that. But you know, I think it's about time we head back to the shore, see how much water's in this thing, and then put it in the front lake. Sorry this part isn't like super interesting. I mean, we don't have too many people on the thing, and kind of just chilling today. I'm just chilling. I'm gonna see if where Heath is and stuff like that, and see what's going on. I think what I'm gonna try to do with this thing is, since it's like a little paddle boat, is just gonna see where I could get kicked out with it. Because I mean, I'm just gonna try to put it in like some just pond and just be like in like a residential area and just be like, can I get kicked out of here? And just see what happens. So yeah, I think that might be something that you guys might like a little bit. So we'll just figure that out in a second. We're gonna head our way back. Got a nice little wake behind us. I definitely need some fishing poles though, guys. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of the water, stop talking. After our 15-minute voyage, I kind of made this thing really dirty. There's like dirt all over the back, some leaves, water everywhere. But the main thing that we gotta check is this right here. So let's go ahead and pop this out, if I can get it out with my hand. Yeah, I can't, so let's go ahead and get it to it. Hey guys, so the moment we're all been waiting for, let's see if it actually has any water in it. If it does, it's probably something minor that we can keep fixing, but we also did just go out for 15 minutes, so. Okay. Maybe about a gallon in this side. Okay, that's not super bad. It's not horrible. It's still kind of lightly piddling out, but we're gonna plug that up again. Okay. The real side in question was that side there. This is the side that we just put the patch and everything on. So let's go ahead and check that one out. Okay. Oh, wow, this one's really tight. Okay. And wow. Look at that, guys. Nothing on this side now, but something on the other side. That's pretty crazy, I think. We completely fixed this side of it. This side floats perfectly now. The other side, we have to figure out where it's coming in from. Maybe it's got like a couple pinholes or something like that. We can figure that out pretty simply by just flipping it up on the side here. So I'll throw those over there. And we're gonna go ahead and flip her up right here. I mean, this could be a big questionable spot right there. That could be a spot. Going down the whole length of it. We got this one right here. That could be a questionable spot. I don't believe it's seeping in through the back there, but you never know. One thing we never really did check is on the inside in between the two pontoons. The front here, this could be leaking too. The bow, whatever, port side, starboard side, whatever it is. But we can check on the inside in here. And it doesn't seem to have any cracks or little divots. Oh, there's a little something right there. So maybe that's where it's leaking in from right there. It's just kind of getting in. Overall though, guys, I think we're set. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up to the front, put it in the bed of the truck, bring it up to the front, and I'm gonna throw it in the pond up there and just kind of float around for a little while again and try to get a thumbnail for you guys and see what's going on. But our patch job on that side worked perfectly. Some of the patch started to come off right here, as you could see. We showed how we did it. So there's stuff on either side of the patch and on top of the patch. I believe it should be good. Only time can really tell here, guys. So let's go ahead and drop this thing in the front lake. So we got the rig. You know, you guys like the rig. I got to still do some more stuff with Sean and Heath, man. I'm a bit slacking with that. There's some nice sand here. We might do a little burnout in this thing later. I don't know, probably not. But we got the boat. We got a big lake now. So we're going to go ahead and drop this thing into there. Last time we were out for 15 minutes. It'll probably take us 15 minutes about to get around this whole thing. So let's go ahead and unload her, put her in the water. This one's a lot easier to get into the water too, because it's kind of just right there. So you can kind of just put it in and we can paddle out and we'll see what you got. There's a couple ducks around here. There's a baby, there's a mama, baby's over there. Dad's probably right there, and we're just gonna.
You think these are leaking at all, or?
Nah, those aren't leaking.
Okay.
There's this right here. There's stuff like this that are around it.
Yeah, and in the front there's
and then
cracks.
There's little pieces right here that are starting to pop apart. So I mean, we got some work to do still, guys. There's still some stuff we got to figure out, but like I said, this is the hole that I put in the top up there. So yeah, I was dancing on the back.
Oh, Marcus. You could plywood that section.
I was gonna cut it out and just use it as a fishing hole.
Dude, you fish right off the back.
I know.
Plywood underneath, call it a day.
So we'll figure something out, but let's go ahead and drop this thing in. Flex seal it. Let's go ahead and drop this thing in the water. So I just knocked my weeds off because, you know, this thing's dirty already. But we're gonna go ahead and give her a little push off. I'm just gonna kind of hop on because I don't think it'll go off the grass. It's already kind of stuck right here.
Right through the hole.
Yeah, right on the hole he steps.
Oh, man.
I hear propulsion. You're just not going anywhere. Push off with the broom, yeah.
No.
Give me it.
There we go.
And we almost lost something in the water. Teamwork.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, baby.
I'd love to just like chill out here on the water and
Just be.
yeah, just be.
Just be.
Just sunbathe, you know?
Yep. Look at those little ducklings. Now he's just showing off. Nice. You should put a sail on there for backup. Here we are witnessing a Marcus Parkus in his natural environment, floating along peacefully on the water. Better not find any crocs out there. It's getting gutsy now. Is that other seat wet?
No, you want to hop on?
Sure, buddy. Come grab me.
Heck yeah.
We should have put it on the other end and floated over.
It's just so relaxing.
It does look nice.
Probably gonna have to push off. Okay. As time goes on having this thing, I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should try to do something else with it or whatnot. Maybe put a motor on it. Who knows? But I know for sure that we are going to get a small cooler for it. Probably maybe strap it up here in the front, or maybe we'll strap it to the rail in the back right there. Long term, if we do keep this thing, I kind of want to cut this center piece right here out, and I want to make this into a lounge. So you can kind of like lay here. We'll either fill in the cup holders or whatnot, and then you'll be able to put your head up here and kind of just relax along the whole back right here. I laid it in on the back right here in kind of like a weird position, so it wasn't great, but you can do it. But yeah, this thing is amazing, guys.
It's a different experience when you're on it.
Exactly. It
Wow.
really is. And then this used to be the place for the rudder to steer it.
Yep.
So I think what we're going to do now is we're just going to get a nice big umbrella to put in. We'll try to figure out if I can make a hole up here in the front and make a really good support for it and put a big umbrella in the front. There's just so many possibilities that you could do with this thing. Like I said, I kind of want to see if we can get kicked out of a couple places with it. Hopefully we don't get it taken at the end of that. But yeah, I mean, it's so fun to just ride around. It needs some more work. I got to find some pieces for the ends here because these things kind of flop around and they'll eventually pop off.
Yeah, the clamps are busted.
Yeah, but other than that though, guys, it seems pretty solid. I mean, the only side that's taking on water is the side that you're on.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so.
Just by my feet there.
Well, it takes on water on both sides. This side has a little bit of water too. I think that's just because like the seals are old on the plugs right there.
Right.
But other than that, oh man, we're about to hit the shore again.
Oh, geez, I didn't even notice.
I know, we're like going against the wind right now.
Yep.
But
dude, this is nice.
it is. I mean, you can just kind of chill. Get all the way to the other side and then you just kind of let it bring you back to this side.
That's a good idea, yeah. Let's
I'll
do
drive the
that.
truck around over to there and I'll just let it take us back.
Make it over there. We're freaking moving.
You may think, but look at how fast we're going. It doesn't move that fast, especially if you're going against the wind.
We got a partner in crime in the back seat.
Yeah. So, this lake here is just an overall good place to come and chill. I sat over there by that tree last weekend and just kind of chilled. I need to get fishing poles. I'm a Florida man now. Go to Walmart, get a $20 one. Yeah. So, yeah.
So no steering.
The steering is this right now.
Okay.
So I tested it when we were in the back lake. If you kind of hold this thing off the back and you stick it in the water about up to here, and you kind of just hold it in one spot and try to pivot it like this, it will steer it.
Okay.
It's just not fast whatsoever. So you need like a big long rudder to go down to really steer it.
Okay.
But right now what you do is you just kind of...
The drag is turning it. Wow.
Yep. And there you go. Now you're going straight.
Dang, that actually worked.
Yeah. And then if you want to go the other way, you just kind of push the other way. Kind of paddle it. You kind of stop paddling.
No, you're steering, dude.
If you have two of these things, you could literally just paddle this thing around.
Right.
With like oars. But overall, guys, this thing is amazing. I love this thing.
Yeah, I love it. It's
The
so
hardest thing is
different.
honestly keeping it clean if you're putting it in and out of the water in places where there's sand or dirt or something like that, because it just gets everywhere.
What about the guy saying to put a motor on the paddle? Think it's worth all that work, or?
How would you do that, though?
Well, you'd have to set up something where a chain drive is set up to like a little, Harbor Freight style, Briggs and Stratton style.
The problem with doing something like that, even putting a motor on it in general, is that if it's a gas motor, then you can't put it into most places. Like you wouldn't technically be able to put into this. It hurts the fish and all that stuff.
Right.
But if you put an electric motor on there, you can technically get away with it because it's electric. But
So a trolling motor is still where you think you're going?
yeah, if I do put a motor on it, I mean, like I said, I might just kind of leave it as a paddle and just make it like a little floater.
Yeah, it would be nice to steer somehow.
Yeah. But that would be back here. So I want to put a rudder on the back there. So I put a mount in the back. We could actually put that.
Yep.
So we put the board right there.
Yeah, sandwich wood over the fiberglass.
And then we're going to put a nice big long stick that goes down the back, and it'll come up to the center right here.
Yep.
And it's got a nice fin that goes down. You kind of just pull it to one side, and it'll turn one way, and push it to the other side.
Cool.
So it's a lot of ideas that we got to try to figure out. Heath's friend has an airboat, and Heath himself has an airboat, so I'd love to go on an airboat to really see what those things are like.
I heard they're really fun.
I went on Shaw's boat, so that thing's really sick. A lot of my friends have stuff that we could just go on and have fun with, but it's always good to have something for yourself.
Yeah.
So
Just go and do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Anytime you want.
Exactly. Instead of hitting them up, be like, yo, dude, you want to take your boat out?
Yeah.
You want to possibly break your stuff instead of mine?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So we got to figure all that stuff out. But there you go. Our Max is getting done.
Our Max is getting done, man.
Yeah.
I'll have to bring something over and see what it's worth.
Right, maybe bring a
Fucking
truck
almost
over.
back at shore, boys.
I know. It's so fast. The
I
water
want to
just
go to the
pushes
other
it.
end.
Well, it's going to take us so long to get over there.
We're making it. Hitting that other side of the lake.
Right? You know where I'm going to be now on the weekends.
Yep. On your boat.
Right here in this little lake.
Beautiful day for this.
This morning it was overcast too.
I know, it rained on the way up.
Yeah. I should go for a swim.
No. No. I don't know if there's any bacteria in there and you drink it, you're going to hate life for a couple days. Alright, so we got to make the turn. Marcus is oaring it up. Look at the wildlife. It's like we're on a wildlife tour.
In Africa.
In Africa.
Up by the lion.
Spotted. Go pull his whisker. You know what movie that's from?
No, wait, what did you say?
You have to pull the lion's whisker to become the prince.
Aladdin?
No, it was on the new Eddie Murphy one, Coming to America too.
Oh, yeah.
The kid has to go get a lion's whisker to be the prince.
Our oars. We gotta tighten it back up.
Oh God! Imagine if we dropped that.
Just a pole.
We made some progress though. That was a few minutes. Yeah, a few minutes. That was nothing.
Light work.
Yeah, the wind just totally ruined our trip. We were going that way and now we're this way. Give her a little gas.
Sure.
I think we are. I'll go fast. Now you have to push off. All right. Or bring the truck down. Now we're going backwards. We can do that actually. Yeah, we can do that. Wow. Yeah, it's way harder to paddle backwards.
Really?
Yeah. For sure. I don't know why. And your feet slip off, so we got to address that.
Yeah.
Because my feet are going up and down those poles. Oh, we're getting some action here.
There we go.
Okay. Forward gear engaged. Nitrous. Oh, all right. I'm spraying myself. Wow, we're taking some water over here.
Are you?
Well, a little bit. Oh, that's nothing?
I want to see that. We've probably been out here for probably around 20 minutes, you say?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. The back when we were in it for 15 minutes and a gallon came out. I want to see how much comes out now.
Okay.
So, we are back at shore now. We're right in front of the truck. We're going to pull this thing out of the water. Everybody's going to get off. I'll stay on it so it stays kind of sunk a little bit.
Okay.
And we're going to pull it out, see how much water comes out once again. And then we're going to put it in a truck and we're going to start planning our next trip, see where we could go with it. Maybe I'll take it to Okehili Park. Maybe we'll get a couple brews and we'll just kind of chill in the water over there. Maybe we could go put it in with the kayakers. We can go mess with some kayakers.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Down.
Okay, so this side here, this is the side that I patched up and everything. Still no water coming out of this side.
Nice.
So this side's all patched. This side's good to go. The other side is the questionable side now. Oh my God. So, this side here.
Oh.
So this is probably going to be about a gallon of water that comes out of there.
Wow, she's a gusher.
Yeah. Yeah, this is we were out longer too. So the one I just brought it in before, it was about a gallon on 15 minutes. I'd say we were probably out there for 20 minutes, so that was probably a gallon and a half, 2 gallons right there. We can have our fun with it. I still have to figure out some more holes and stuff like that, but let's go ahead and get it in the truck. But all right, guys, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and we will see you guys in the next one. Later.